So I want to ask about and you don't have, but the Jaws on 2018, right? So you come back from injury, get the courage to go back out there and compete again, which by the way it takes like nearly a career-ending injury, right? And then you go out and there's a lot of sort of, I guess, I don't know, controversy about that, since though you did well. Is that rain is coming down hard? um, but what's your
Yeah.
thoughts on that? You did make the final. You made it. You made a really sick wave out there. And I think you finished third. Was it third? Did you get third in the final?
Yeah,
I
I did.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, what? I'm not trying to get controversial or anything, but
What's
like,
your
what
What's
what
your
were your thoughts
question?
on that? Or how did you think your
You
performance? Like,
know,
like,
I'll just lead into it with another story. So the night
yes,
before, I brought two boards. Again, I brought the big black stripe 10-6 single fin, and I brought the quad, the blue one that I think I ate it on the previous time and destroyed the knee. So I brought those two boards, the same two boards I had brought the first time. The first time I listened to everyone, and I listened to them tell me, oh, you can't, you have to ride a quad. Like this is what works. This is what everyone does. This is what you've got to do. You know, you want to be serious. That's what you got to do. And so I listened and I rode that, and I was in the wave, and obviously there was too much wind. You saw the wipeout, and yeah, then I was like upside down and backwards in the barrel. Hey, I made it in a barrel at least once. But so the night before, the time coming back to Jaws and leading up to that, thinking through things like I'm in the hallway of the hotel and I'm waxing up the boards, and Ben Wilkinson is there, and he was there I think for Aaron. I think he was Aaron's caddy, right? I'm pretty
yeah,
sure. And Ben's such a great guy, and I was talking to him about it, and I was like, it's funny. Like, I just want to ride this thing. If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out like on my board, like my board, like the one, you know. Just I know how to do this. And he's like, you know what? Don't listen to everyone else. You just do you. Like, do your thing. You already know this. You know how to, like, what? Stop listening to everyone tell you what to do. And I was like, you're right. You're so right. Why do I ever listen to any? When have I ever listened to anyone tell me what to
yeah,
do except that one time? And this is like it's the most powerful thing. Like it really is. And so, even on the boat the next day, I'm still not sure. I put the fins in the quad. I'm sitting there and they're yelling at me to get in the water, and I'm like, yeah, just a minute. And I'm just deciding. And so I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm riding the single fin. I take it out there, I get the jersey, and I was just like, if I get a wave, I'm extremely lucky. Like, if I can do this just once. Oh, by the way, the leash loop on my board was halfway pulled off, so I couldn't afford to eat shit or get caught inside. Like, I couldn't wipe out. I literally couldn't. Or the board that's been with me this entire time would be gone into the rocks. Like, leash or no leash, I could have just worn no leash. That would have really freaked people out. Same outcome for me though, huh? But yeah, so I didn't get caught inside. I didn't wipe out. Got a beautiful wave in the semis. Rode it to the shoulder. Again in the final, I did the same thing. I guess no one else in the entire competition did that. I felt incredibly stoked, incredibly grateful to walk away on my own 2 feet with working legs. I could go back to my life functional. I could come back and surf sunset. I could enjoy life. I could
yeah,
go on hikes. The whole other side of things with the wipeouts being scored and then 2 wipeouts being higher than I just like my opinion on that is pretty clear, and it's already gotten me in enough
yeah.
trouble. So
You won. You won in your mind. You went out. You did exactly what you said. You rode your single fin. You caught a wave. You didn't
it
wipe
doesn't
out,
matter.
and you
Yeah,
and you
it
got and you're able
literally
to come
doesn't
back and
matter.
continue on with your life that you love so
Yeah,
much. So it was a mental victory more
exactly.
than anything. So I mean,
Yeah,
well, that's cool, Amy.
it's
And then so
whatever.
like, is there any? Yeah. Do you have any like anyone that you really look up to, like inspirations, like anyone that motivates you? Like, who are your go-to people that do that for you?
You know, we serve with so many cool people. Like I like a lot of
Mm.
the energy in the water. You know, Nathan Fletcher, he has a very unique energy. He
Yeah,
plays
I
with,
love Nate.
his surfing, and he has fun with it. And he enjoys the beat downs, and there's like every single part of it. Or I don't know if he enjoys it. Maybe I'm speaking for him, but it seems like from his face before he's getting cleaned up that he's just like there for the ride. And I
Yeah,
think that's so cool. Like people, it's just interesting getting to know people. And then Buttons always lives on in my memory because he was so happy and encouraging, but also like playful. Like I'm saying, like you make things fun. If you're too serious, it gets weird. You know,
yeah,
they're both
cool.
so talented, so great energy, great surfing. That
Yeah.
stuff to me is really inspirational.